both of these teams, and it is going to be HG starting on the attacking blacklist side here. EVA team will be rocking the global risk in this first round. Minnow already working his way up into alley. He's going to be looking for somebody to make the mistake, peeking him from that alley bridge. Maxim going to be playing up in mid here, just playing behind the shadow box, waiting for someone to peek out. So far, though, HG just taking their time, trying to get a feel for where everybody's going to be playing at. A lot of spray coming through towards water from EVA team, but no action met just yet. They've got Moonon here just playing outside safely from the water, just making sure they can't be flanked. I definitely like that decision. Both of these teams are teams that like to use that flank position out of water. The other team doesn't end up watching it, but right now, HG, I think they're just going to try and run down the clock here in this first round to really put the pressure onto EVA team to go for that early peak. But EVA team, they're playing a pretty interesting setup. They don't have a whole lot of attention in mid, but now they're actually going to send in botcons for support here. An aggressive play over towards alley, and EVA team, they get caught off guard here. Moonon, though, tries to push out of water, almost gets caught, but still no damage dealt. Somehow out of a huge fight, nothing happens just yet. Nobody able to connect here still. The utility comes out, but no frags on the table. Both teams just laying down free fire sprays through these smokes, but nobody seeming to connect here. 1 minute now on the clock. HG, they feel the pressure, they move in. Botcons finds one, and now the pressure's on. Maxim gets another, but the trade comes through from Minnow. 4-on-3, but Bean, he's going to shut it down, and now HG left in a tight spot in a 2v4 here. Minnow, though, finds a brilliant headshot there onto Kukon. He'll fall down by the quad sack, and now it's just going to be a 2-on-2. Maple picks up one, but Minnow, he has to get another before he goes down, but it's not going to happen. Maple, he's alone in a 1v2. EVA team should have this first round in the bag, but Maple, we've seen what he can do. This guy is insane in these clutch situations, but now more than ever would be an incredible moment to bring out a clutch for his team. But with just 19 HP, it's going to be a difficult task here. He's going to run into trouble, though. Bean goes for the wide peak and will seal the deal on the opening round, falling to EVA team.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what happened to HG there very early on. I think what the plan was to either flash out mid to force a rotate towards a doors/triple box, therefore allowing Moonon to, push up water and see if he could get a pick over towards turtle box. But I guess that just wasn't the case. Maybe they got flashed. I think they did get flashed. I did see like 3 flashbang icons over towards prep here. So first round going over towards EVA team, and again, they're going to be playing this one slow. They have Mino holding over towards that alley push. And Wunan just above water. Minute and 50 seconds left on the clock here. And I think HG is more or less going to rinse and repeat what they just did. We have Botcons looking to get some early information as he peeks over towards prep. Playing close to the wall with nade out in mid. HG grouping up 3 members towards prep. Looks like Botcons may just get overwhelmed, and yes he will. Maple's gonna be able to find the kill. Give them an early advantage. And I see Rambo looking to make the play in alley. He's gonna fall to Mino. Surviving on 18 HP, just about 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go. HG decide to group up water, and I like this decision coming in from them. Bean's the only one holding it on the left-hand side, throwing in a couple of pop shots. He now needs to support over towards a side. HG gonna go ahead and push, and they get a free push out of water. And it looks like they want to collapse over towards the A side. They have Mino there in alley. Gonna need a good flash or a good pick coming in from Holland to open this up, and HG just seems to have control almost everywhere. Maple gonna find another one. Kukon's there for the trade onto NP to get this 5k now. 4 remaining members left in HG. Kukon seems to be fully blind, and Maple's gonna put him down, and that was a very strong round coming in from HG.
Really a fantastic way for them to answer back here and tie this one up immediately, not giving EVA team any sort of early control over how this match is going to play out. And now EVA team, they have to look for the response here. HG just immediately applying that aggression in that second round is going to make this difficult if EVA team can't find their way to counter it quickly. Minnow, though, going to be playing up in alley once again. Very standard setup from HG. This time, though, they do have a third player over towards water, which leads me to believe we may see that standard split out of water and A doors come through for HG. Right now, though, it is going to be EVA team playing pretty slow. They've got a crossfire set up here outside of the water, and they're still going to have Maxim playing for that first peek in mid, but HG, they're still feeling out the defenders here, trying to figure out these positions, but Minnow, he may actually strike here over towards A, but Rambo hits a crack peek on him. It's going to be a nice way to get things rolling for EVA team. Try and hold on to this lead. Here comes the push out of water. It's not going to happen, though. Bean shuts it down quickly with a two-piece. And now it's just going to be a 5-on-2. Harlan and NP, the long-standing duo here from HG. Can they make it happen here? A 2v5 opportunity, but it's not going to be an easy one with NP already low. He's going to go down to Kukon and Ali, and now it's Harlan alone in a 1v5. Bean, though, goes for the wide peak. This should be it. Harlan barely escapes with that frag, and now it's just a matter of how long he can survive here. One player down, still 4 to try and work his way through. Not an easy task at all for Harlan. He's in a tight spot here. He goes down. Rambo with a nice peek will put EVA team back on top here, 2-1.
Yeah, HG just testing the waters there with that sort of water stride. Solid shots though coming out from Rambo, shutting down their alley player. And that is just a very typical strat that you will see on Mexico, to send 3 people over towards water, have one in mid and one in alley, and hope they can sort of pincer them over towards the A doors. HG, see what they can pull out of the book this time. Earlier on into that round, I did see a bit of aggression coming out on Global Risk side towards Ali. There was a bit of information gained, but then I think it was Balkans who backed off, and EVA just seemed to be playing very standard, very standard here on the Global Risk side of things. Maxim with that spray towards the box, not yet going to connect on anyone at all. We do have a deep smoke down in mid, most likely from EVA, and yep, it looks like it's going to get refreshed as well. Bean holding over towards waters. He's going to go ahead and smoke it. Looks like Rambo's there coming in from support. Meanwhile, the Balkans is going to be able to find Maple. Mino peeking out from Ali Bridge. Trying to make something happen, but I don't think he's getting anything out of it at all. There was a couple of pop shots in towards Ali. MP seems to have taken a bit of damage, and I almost feel as though HG just can't seem to decide what they want to do up until, the last sort of 45 seconds. They're trying to make something work, and it's just they can't seem to be getting the picks whatsoever. Harlan now slightly aggressive there in prep, and I think they just want to crack open this mid before they decide to do anything. And I feel as though they need to do it within the next 15 seconds. Time is of the essence here, and what a ding coming in from Balkans through the smoke as well. I gotta say, Maxim's gonna find another one. Kukon gets the third. Kukon will get traded out. Mino, though, steps up with 3 monstrous frags, and Bean is there for the trade.
EVA team just barely able to hold on to that one, but HG still struggling here on their blacklist side. That's going to be a 3rd round now on the board for EVA team, leading it 3-1 as we get deeper into our first half. HG still looking for their chance to make an impact here, but NP and Wudon still not even on the board yet. 0 frags between the two of them. NP not able to make things happen without that sniper, it seems, and now it's going to be left to the rest of his team to step up around him and see what they can do. But EVA team just having incredible shutdowns here with these execution holds. Though still playing that standard positioning, HG still not trying to change things up yet, even though things haven't really been working out for them. But they're going to stick to their bread and butter strategies here to try and get that control to go their way. This time, though, only having that one player over towards water, it looks like they're going to go for some sort of mid-control or maybe even an A alley push later in the round. But EVA team, I love this setup. They've got 2 passive Shadow, and then they've got Kukon playing for the support there as well. So definitely a strong setup coming out from them. They're going to try and hold on to this one safely, but HG, they're trying to sneak their way into mid now, and here comes the mid execution. EVA team, though, set up perfectly. Kukon playing the corner of Shadow. They have to be ready for this, or HG should go down. Bean, though, gets the opener. It's already a 5-on-4. Things not looking too good. Bean and Maxim pick up 2 more, and only 1 answer back. Wunon, though, finally gets another, and it's going to be a 3-on-2. NP holds on to get a frag on the board. Wunon, though, gets another, and just like that, it's looking like HG should be able to hold on for the round. Wunon, a 3rd frag to shut things down, and now EVA team finally will get shut down on that mid hold.
Yeah, Wunan being able to save HG there. I love the crossfire coming in from EVA. They did everything more or less perfectly up until they decided to overpeak, and they will fall. But they're still in the lead here by just 1 round, narrowly clinging on into this first half. And HG, like you said, just playing bread and butter pretty much, and I've still yet to see an explosive push coming out from HG. It almost seems as though they just wish to put their focuses over towards water, but when I say a fast explosive push, I mean one that is over and done with it within like 20 seconds. That's the sort of aggression I'm looking to see HG come out with, and Bean gonna get a couple of tags there in water through the box. You can see him playing far behind the turtle boxes, and he's got 2 people grouping over towards him as well. And HG with a smart decision here, and okay, this ought to be interesting. EVA pushing a Botcons here deep into water. This is good information for him. And what is EVA going to do with the rest of this? They need to send 2 players over towards A doors. You see Mino creeping his way up towards A alley. Rambo's on the back of side. I think we got Bean playing over towards triple boxes. EVA team actually may just have a good possible setup here. Mino waiting in alley. Nade into the corner. That doesn't seem like Mino took any damage from that at all. Almost like a dud nade that was. 1 minute and 5 seconds to go, and I think HG just love having that pressure onto them. Again, they're going to group up into middle. Flashbangs lined up here by Maple. We got Rambo now in the hut. Bean is there towards triple boxes. They're about to execute in. Mino's looking for a crusher, but Max team, Rambo and Bean shutting down this mid push. Holland, the only one left alive, and he falls too. Mino now left in a 1-on-5 as Rambo to deal with first. He's left to 2 HP. I don't think he's going to be able to clutch this one. Now he's a toenail shot away from death, and he will go down.
Beautifully executed there on the hold again. EVA team just dominating on their global risk half so far, and this is exactly the kind of plays they really needed to put up early here. They've got the early lead, and EVA team, this is their chance to try and run away with this and just steal this game right out of HG's hands, and that would completely shake things up. Already knocking out a Chinese team here in the quarterfinals would be a huge feat for EVA team to accomplish, but so far they're well on track to making that happen, but still, there is time for HG to recover here. They could still bounce back and even win this half 5-4 if they take the next 3 rounds, but it's just going to come down to, for me, NP and Woonan stepping up here. Harlan as well, only with 2 frags on the board, but still, there is time to make this one happen for HG. They have the ability to do it as well. They've shown their strength throughout the event so far, but now more than ever, they need to get that momentum behind them quickly before this one falls away. EVA team, though, going to be locking down this A bomb site. No commitment on the push just yet from HG. They almost over-rotate off, though. There's 4 players sitting outside of water, and this is a strategy I don't think is going to pan out for them. They're going to go for the aggressive counter push into water, but there's actually a switch in the defense now, so this could pan out in their favor. They have 2 players on A and already 3 flanking into water, but they have to be careful. Wunan's still watching that flank. This is what HG does well. They don't give up any map control, even when they're getting ready to hit the site. They know that the flank could be coming here, but now the fall-off comes through, and there's going to be a 3-man stack here over towards A with that rotation coming through from Maxim for the support from A doors. Mino, though, still uncommitted here, but the control actually comes in for mid, and this is where they have to be careful on EVA team. They already have full control of mid, but it may not matter. They've given it up, and Bean, he's going to be playing passive on the back of sight, just playing the crack behind the ammo stacks here. Bean, though, can't connect, but still the flank is coming through. They have to be careful. Botcons is sneaking slowly behind them with a flank from Prep into the back of mid. Rambo finds one. Kukon gets another, and now the flank is going to come through. Botcons finds one. Rambo gets another, and Kukon cleans it up. And that is a beautiful execution as they just pincer HG without them being ready for it there.
Yeah, EVA team are just reading HG so well. They know, they sort of understand what HG is beginning to do as they've been going through mid just so often. And EVA, that push towards water is what is pretty much just giving them all this intel. That perfect flank coming in as well. Secures a 5th round here for Team EVA. And I mean, earlier, as I said, I was shocked by this map pick, but EVA just executing perfectly, and yet still waiting for HG to show some very, very early aggression here. They just keep on playing bog standard setups, and they need to throw something crazy in there, like an A alley push or a full water push or something along those lines, to sort of throw EVA team off guard. Got a refresh smoke here coming in from Bean. Again, HG gonna group up into Prep. And I don't think this is gonna work out for them once again, but I don't see anyone sort of getting aggressive on the global side of things. Everyone seems to be playing default. Meanwhile, HG attempting to push up into towards the middle. They take out Maxim. Kukon's there to hold as well, but it looks like he's possibly backed off too. HG gonna move all the way back. They need to pick up that bomb. Mino once again attempting to work wonders here in the A alley. He's been here pretty much every single round, I think. Possibly may see Woonan in waters, and I think HG, yeah, they're gonna group up 3 waters once again. Ready to execute out. Botcons though will peek. He will be able to connect one headshot. Gets a double for himself. Almost a 3rd, but it's going to get taken by Kukon. Botcons will get traded as Mino finds him from A alley. Mino Feels as though there's another one hiding inside, and yes, there is. It is Rambo. He's about to peek out. Well, hello there, and he's going to be able to shut him down. Kukon gets the final one, and EVA playing out of their minds.
That's going to be an extremely crucial round to steal away from HG, and now EVA team, this is their chance at victory. We're going to be going into the final round of the half, and it is a 6-2 lead for EVA team. And now, we'll see what they can do on HG to try and at least grab this final round of the half, but so far things are not looking good for the Chinese hopefuls here. It's going to be some slow play in mid. Maxim now playing this position on Shadow alone, but the flank could come through if they decide to get antsy outside of water here, but it doesn't look like they want to go for any sort of commitment on that just yet. It's going to be HG playing fairly slow here. They're going to be going for the standard water take here. 3 players just waiting passively for the execution. Bean, the only one holding it, but Botcon starts it off right, finds one of his own, and now it's all on Bean to hold this water aggression. Bean, though, finds one, looks for the double, can't get it, though. It's traded out. Runan gets a huge double kill to answer back, but Kukon's right there with a 2-piece of his own, and Maxim shuts it down. And that's going to be a 7-2 half. Incredible performance from EVA team.
Lord, EVA team are playing out of their minds. And now I'm going to bring this question up. What has happened to the Chinese teams, Kyle? What has happened? Is the reign finally over after, what, 5 years or something?
I think it's come down to what I said in the beginning. It was going to come down to how Harlan and NP were performing, and combined in that half, they had 3 frags. And that is just not enough to get the job done. As we saw, Minnow was making work of that map. He was doing tons of damage. He had, I believe, 10 kills in the half. But when you have 2 players who consistently fall early in those fights, it just weighs your team down. And now, EVA team and Set to Destroy could be our first semifinal matchup. Not what we were expecting at all here.
Definitely not what we were expecting. I mean, if HG went on to win this and then they played STDX, that just would have been a way more confidence for STDX if they beat them, but it looks like that may not possibly happen. 7-2, folks. 7-2 here for Team EVA. And, ooh, looks like Rambo's feeling a little bit ambitious here. He's going to whip out that sniper. I believe he is sniping towards from quad box, it looks like. So, see what happens. No, he's not on quad box. I actually don't know where he is at all. I think he was towards alley. Yeah, he was towards alley. For some reason, I still thought these guys were on global side. My bad. Still, HG, they're going to give up mid, and I respect this decision coming in from HG to give up mid. They know how many rounds they are down. They need to play reserve. They need to play safe. Rambo, the man with the plan here, looking to get an opener towards this A bomb side. Looks like Balkans to start things off well. He's going to eliminate MP. Rambo using this to get a little bit aggressive out of A alley. See if he can force a pick. 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go now. As EVA need to get ready to hit a bomb site. We have 2 members inside of the A side here. I think Wunan is taking a little bit of damage. Rambo's just waiting for one of them to overpeak. Got a flashbang coming in. Vino's gonna get a huge double for himself. Make it a third! And Maxim's there for the trade. Maxim gonna snag 2. Wunan towards the forklift. Needs to eliminate Bean, who's left in a 1-on-2 situation here. Bean will get flanked from behind. He had no idea Harlan was there. And that is a much needed 3rd round for Team HG.
And that's exactly how they needed to start that half off. I mean, HG, they're already down 7-2. Sealing that first round behind them is going to be huge for them to try and climb back into this game. But still, they're down by 4 rounds. They have to be careful here. They don't want to give up any early round picks over to EVA team. They're just 3 rounds away from closing this one out and walking themselves confidently into that semifinal matchup. But now, here's the chance for HG to take this one back in their control. A beautiful round from Minnow puts them in a chance to bring this one back. Right now, though, it's going to be EVA team slowing things down and playing very carefully on their blacklist side here. Looks like they want to go for some late mid control. They've got 4 players grouped up towards alley and prep, ready for this execution onto mid. And they just have Bean back there waiting for the potential flank out of water. And there is going to be Harlan there in a position on quad, but they're giving up mid for a 3-man stack on A for HG. So definitely a very passive setup from what we're seeing but now it is going to be HG just falling back here. They don't want to be aggressive at all. HG almost seems scared to take a fight here against EVA team. They're playing so cautious here to try and hold on to these rounds, but EVA team, they're almost scared to push themselves here. They're going for very slow mid control, but mid has already been given to them. HG doesn't even want to contest it, and they're just going to play to hold the sites here. Woonan finds one onto Rambo, and now HG have the man advantage for the hold. EVA team, though, they're trying to cross their way over towards B, but the bomb is still in the hands of BotCons, who's trying to fight players on A, and they're just almost starting to tear themselves apart here on EVA team, and they cannot do that if they want to win this in a 4v5. And now they're going to have Harlan playing the sneaky position. He's going to be playing the backstack on B for this push. Harlan already finds one. Won't be able to get another, though. Maxim, beautiful trade there, but Maple's already on the flank, but Maxim gets a second to answer back, and HG may have just fallen here, but Maxim, he's very low, and NP's going to find the rotator and take down B, and it's all on BotCons to really hold this post plant, but NP and Woonan are both very low here, and Maxim's going to go down. It's all on BotCons, and it's going to be a 1v3 here for the round. He finds one, but he needs two more to make this happen. The flank comes through, Minnow goes down, it's going to be a 1v1, BotCons, could he do it in a 1v3 clutch? Now it's just NP with a sliver of health to try and make this happen. HG could fall here in a big round to EVA team. BotCons, he's going to go for the peek. Changes the gun here, it's going to be a close fight, but NP, he's drawing down the time, only 5 seconds, he has to make his move, but BotCons, he gets the 1v3, beautifully done, and now EVA team sit in a huge lead, just 2 away from closing this one out. Danny, what is going wrong here for these guys?
HG just trying to play. HG refused to whip anything random into this match. All they want to do is just play defaults. They just don't want to risk a random play, because they know they're down so many rounds, and I feel as though now is the time to get as random as possible. Push 3 waters, you need to get map control. Push Ali, you need to do something. They're giving up mid this entire time, and it's just not worked out for them whatsoever. HG, Mino just can't do much more. Mino is just doing so much work for them, and everyone else is just not even on the same page. Maple is not even having a good game whatsoever. MP seems to be getting a little bit annoyed with himself as well, if you can tell. Whenever the camera switches over towards him, everyone seems to just be playing solo, and whenever they attempt to play as a team, EVA are just on a completely different level. And once again, mid open here. EVA realizes it's open. We've got a flashbang coming in over towards the mid of HG. They're still going to be holding their spots. Obviously, I think they still have one person watching water, and that water person needs to rotate. He needs to rotate either towards A doors or get deeper in towards the bomb site. EVA, we have Kukan looking over towards quad box. I think EVA are going to get ready to execute here towards this B bomb site. Holland's playing up close and closer. He needs 2 big frags here, but MP's going to stack one. MP's going to stack a second, and HG should be able to hold, and that is the big break they were looking for.
Definitely a big round for HG to try and keep themselves alive in this one, and now it's all about continuing that forward to get this one quickly to a tie. EVA team still 2 rounds away from victory, but HG, they'll put that 4th one up on the board here now. EVA team, they have to decide how to approach this. The closer HG gets to a tie, a bigger advantage they're going to create for themselves, because HG, they are such a momentum-based team that if they can get 3 or 4 in a row here to bring this one close to a tie, they may just be able to take this one into an overtime or maybe even a regulation win for themselves. But EVA team, they have the perfect position to close this one out and take the win for themselves. 4 rounds up here, and they just need 2 to take this one away. EVA team, they're going to be playing pretty standard again, that late mid-control setup, but this time it is going to be HG just having 1 player spot from the back of quad, so still, HG not eager to put any players in this early mid-contest position. Nobody playing shadow, no one playing forward ramp, just NP playing on the back of this pyramid stack here. The bomb, though, going to be in the hands of Rambo, and it looks like they want to try and sneak their way up towards A. NP, though, in a great position to respond here if the push does come through. It looks like they may just throw some fake utility and fall back here. The bomb still uncommitted to this bomb site, and they're trying to see if the trap's set up. Now EVA team, they may go for the split onto A out of water. Not a strat we see too often here, but it looks like that's exactly what they want to set up for here. Or maybe even a late B take. The bomb still in the hands of Rambo, though, sitting outside of Ali. Looks like they're going to go in for the A collapse. A very interesting strategy choice coming out from EVA team. But if they can catch these A players off guard, it could work out. It's going to be a 2-for-1 trade, though. HG getting the best of that situation. Kukon goes down. Maple, he's going to try and hold on to Bean. He'll come through with a huge double kill trade. And just like that, EVA team has a shot here. Rambo sneaks out of alley. He'll find another. It's NP alone and a 1v2. And EVA may have found themselves into a match point opportunity here. NP all alone. A very difficult situation. Situation here, 1v2, 8.
And HG just seems to be crumbling. And we've got a cheer from the crowd here, and hopefully this chant will be able to help HG to get back into this game. They are down 5 rounds here, guys, on the brink of defeat. And once again, they go back to defaults. They give up middle again here towards Team EVA, who look to be grouped up towards Prep or alley of MP rotate from order. THY can get a bit of information here because MP's definitely gonna need it the moment EVA decide to swarm through middle. We're still, hesitant with 1 minute and 25 seconds to go. We have those Balkans on top of the box here. Smoke down over towards a ramp. EVA looking to claim control of this middle. MP with a rotate over towards water. A little bit of time left there for Bean as he almost peaked, but MP and the rest of his teammates looking to contest for this quad here, and I like this decision coming in from HG. One side in the corner, which is Maple, and everyone else playing the wide angle. Maple will be there for the trades, but EVA looks like they're sending 2 players up alley once again. Flashes over towards the A bomb side with only 50 seconds to go. Looks like Rambo is full flash. Maxim's going to be the first one to fall to Mino. Harlan's going to get 1-2. Rambo will overwhelm Mino, though, putting things down in an even 2-on-2, but Maple falls as well. Rambo goes big with the 2-piece. Harlan's the only one left alive. Bomb will get planted. Balkans hiding over towards middle, it looks like. Probably spotting, no, actually he's not towards middle, he's just outside of A doors. He's gonna peek out wide. He knows exactly where Harlan is. He needs to reload. He's on 68 HP. Time is ticking. 22 seconds left on that bomb timer. Great crossfire coming in between EVA, and EVA gonna be able